Okay, I think we're live. Okay. Hi, everyone. I just need to confirm that we are live. Please allow me to confirm that we are live.
I think we're live.
Okay, I can hear myself.
Okay.
Okay, let me be sure that people outside people inside the group can see me and they can hear me. Okay, let me just say hello. Okay, we are live. Let me see that everyone can see me. Let me see. Okay. So normally this is something I should have done a lot earlier today, but let me just see if it's coming up. Let me pray it's coming up. Okay, so I'm just going to check the recording now, the link, and see if people can watch us live, if they can see me. Okay, yes. I'm live. I'm live. Yo. I'm live. All right. So welcome everybody. It's good to be here. You know, this whole tech thing sometimes can be really confusing, but I'm happy that we nailed it finally. Welcome to today's session. Today I have the absolute honor, the absolute pleasure to have with me my coach, my coach, my friend, my brother, and one of Nigeria's finest digital marketers. And there's hardly anyone in our space who would say they've not met him one way or the other. Like he's literally omniscient, he's everywhere. His name is Tobi Asehinde. So Tobi is a business growth and digital marketing consultant. This is me trying to read his bio just in brief. He's the founder of the popularly known Digital Marketing Skill Institute. Yeah, that is DMSI. The moment I had this profile out there. People were asking me, this is the DSMI guy, right? Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy. So he's also the founder of another high growth global business called Find Digital Tools. He has vast hands-on experience and knowledge consulting for various clients in different industries and business niche in Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, and the Gambia, UK, US, and a whole lot more. He's currently the digital communications advisor to the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce and the Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce as well. And he has worked as the web consultant to Lagos Eco Project, in collaboration with the World Bank and Lagos State government. So basically, Tobi is the top of the top. Tobi serves the 1% of the 1%. And today we are privileged to have Tobi here to teach us on advertising strategies that drive massive business results. So I'm here with my notes. Okay, I am going to be writing, taking notes as he teaches. He has come here fully loaded to teach us. And I'm so happy that we get to do this today with him. So Tobi, I want to welcome you, my coach. So Tobi has helped me over and over with my advertising. And I felt, no, this guy is too good to keep to myself. The HPC tribe needs to have a feel of him. And today I'm so happy that he's here. Tobi, welcome to today's live session.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to your to your audience on and to share my little wisdom in terms of advertising, right? Okay, so without wasting time, I think I'll just go straight to what we have, what I have for you today. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm
Thank you for being here, Toby. We really
all
appreciate
right.
you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm just going to go straight. I'm going to be sharing with us today um, I'm going to be sharing with us today three strategies, and I'll add one additional bonus to it. Okay, right?
All right.
All right. So I just want to. Okay, I'm sure you all can hear me, and I know.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay, so I'll just go straight to the strategies. So I'm going to share my screen so that I can show you guys. And okay, so I'm going to be talking about, like I said, I'm going to be talking about three major strategies, and I would also use that opportunity to show you. Um, I'll give you one additional bonus for free. All right, and I'm going to try as much as possible to also make it practical so that you can see it and see how it works.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to advertising, first of all, I think one of the key things that we all have to understand is that advertising, um, you get success in terms of advertising when you actually understand how it actually works. And how it works is basically you, especially when it comes to digital marketing. So in brick and mortar stuff, for example, you would choose your demographics of where you want to advertise based on location majorly. So, for example, you would say, "Oh, I want to put my adverts on Third Milan Bridge because I want to target those that are coming to the island and going back to the island late in the night," right? So you might come up with that and say, "Okay, come up with that assumption that I think that's a very good place to put my signage," right? But the only thing that you don't have is that you don't know if those people that are passing Third Milan Bridge, if they have any interest in terms of what you actually do, right? So that you don't know if they are actually looking for your service at that particular point in time. So those are some of the things that the traditional marketing does not have an advantage of, right? But now when it comes to digital marketing, the way it works basically is a bit different, right? So it actually allows you to be able to target people in a much more different way based on their behavior, based on their interest, based on the kind of sites they visit, the kind of places they go to, and things like that. So that gives you an opportunity to be able to target people at the right time, right? Target the right people at the right time. So it gives you the opportunity to target the right people at the right time. The other part has to do with your messaging. So your ad itself also is very, very important. So Facebook would put your ad, your messaging, what you want to tell people directly to the right people at the right time. Now, how does different advertising platforms, Google, Facebook, how do they get to know which platform is actually the right platform? Or sorry, how do they know which of your customers or which of your prospects are actually the right people to show the ads to, right? Well, the first thing first is that you tell them. So your job as the business owner, the advertiser, is to let Facebook and Instagram, Google, Twitter, and all these advertising platforms understand who exactly your ideal customers are, right? And they go look for them. Now they have so much information that makes it easy for that to happen. So, and how do they gather that information? They gather that information based on the devices that you use. So, for example, we all have mobile phones, we all have laptops and the likes of it. Right now, each of those laptops and those mobile phones, we have free apps that we use. So, for example, we use Google Chrome, which is for free. You have Google Maps, right? And you have so many other free browsers, free softwares that you download that you have on your phone or on your laptop system. Now, each of those laptop and each of those phones have unique IDs, right? You also visit certain websites on those devices as well over the internet. Now, how they gather information is they gather information based on the kind of website that you visit. So, for example, if you're using Google Chrome, for example, and you are a job seeker, most likely you would go to different job sites, right? So, if, for example, if you're a career coach, for example, you are your goal is to target people that are looking for a job or about to shift move from one job to another and looking for opportunities of different job opportunities, basically, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to think in that direction. Okay, so what exactly is that person you doing on his Google Chrome, right? So this person, for example, is doing what? Is going to sites like Jobberman, great jobs. If forgive me if I don't know the website exactly very well, right? But you're going to a lot of different job websites, right? And that kind of makes that means that person is most likely looking for a job or is about to change his current job or is looking for other opportunities to change his current job. So that means that if you're targeting that person, for example, it means you're targeting the right person at the right time, right? You also have when you look at Google Maps, for example, different businesses have different locations, right, pegged out, right? So, for example, we all submit our business on Google My Business, and when we submit it, we tell Google My Business the kind of business that we are. And so when someone also visits our business, for example, Google knows that this person visited my business because on our phone we have the Google Maps and we've turned it on and we've also accepted to share information with it. So Google knows that you visited a particular location. So if, for example, my goal is to target people that like going to golf, for example, I will just tell Google or I'll tell Facebook, I want to target those that are interested in golf, and Facebook is going to show my ads to the golfers, right? Do we understand that? Now, so that takes me to the first strategy. The first strategy is what we call the behavioral buying intent, right? So basically, what this means is that you're trying to identify the prospects who are ready to buy. They are actually at the stage where they're actually looking at they want to actually give you their money, right? Now, so for this particular session, I'm going to be concentrating on Google Ads because I kind of discovered that a lot of people have so many things about Facebook and the likes of them. So I'm going to focus this particular training majorly on Google Ads and talk about strategies that you can use on Google Ads. Do we understand? All right. So for example, right, a person that is considering to buy a car, let's say we want to sell a car, right? So someone that is planning to buy a car will most likely visit websites that sell cars, right? Will most likely use apps that like I think Checky or something like that, what do you call it, that sells cars, right? And would most likely visit different apps that sell cars or visit different websites that sells cars. That means that that's the person's behavioral pattern when the person actually wants to make a purchase. So what you're going to do is you're going to think about your customers like, okay, so what kind of thing are my customers going to be doing when they actually want to make a purchase and when they want to buy? And then I use that to target them. So let me give you an example, right? Let's say, for example, I'm a coach. Okay, I'm a digital marketing coach, for example. And when someone is looking to buy a digital marketing coaching service, what's common is that the person would most likely go on Google first of all to go search for digital marketing coaches, right? Or top digital marketing coach in Nigeria. Or might go and research, or maybe the person has found out about me that, oh, there's one guy called Tobi Asehinde, and okay, let me go and check who Tobi Asehinde is, right? So what I want to do is, for example, I want to go on Google and tell Google that, you know what, for anybody that goes to go search for Tobi Asehinde or search for XY top coaching digital marketing programs in Nigeria, show my ads to that person. Let my ads show to that person. When the person goes on YouTube, when the person goes on Read to Read, Punch, Linda KG, and different interesting websites, right? So what you want to do is you want to do that. So you want to think about, okay, so when my customers are actually interested in buying, what are the things that they are doing? What do they go search for? What websites do they visit? What apps do they use? Right? And then I can use that to be able to target them more very, very effectively, right? So you know what I said I was going to not just tell you these things, but I'm going to also show you so you know that these things, what I'm talking about is actually not rocket science. It's actually something that you can actually do. All right. So I'm going to show you my dashboard and I hope you close your eyes so you don't see too much. I'm just joking. All right. So I'm going to start a new campaign. So I'm going to start a new campaign. So I want to start a new Google Ads campaign. So website, I'm going to be running an ad for the purpose of driving traffic to my website. So I'm just going to click on website traffic. and then I want to run YouTube ads. Let's say YouTube ads, for example. So I'm going to run YouTube ads. So I'm going to click on continue. So it brings me to where I'm going to set the campaign. So I'm going to call this Temi, right? I'm going to say I want to target. I want to target. I want to target coaches, right? Or
new
yeah,
coaches.
so coaches looking to get coaching services. So typically, I advise people just use maximize conversion. What that means basically is that Google is going to look for the best amount of people that are going to convert. So they're going to learn about your ads and find people that are most likely going to convert and show them your ads. So I think that's like one of the best things you want to do, because man, once Google figures that out, you're going to have, it's going to be like Christmas, on Christmas Day, the amount of food you get and things like that. So you want to try as much as possible to do that. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to put for advertising, I'll put $10 per day. So this is the amount I want to spend every single day. Right. So we have very, very good opportunities. Right. So what we can do is we can run adverts to any country. So that's one of the advantage of Google Ads. One of the advantages of digital marketing, you can advertise to any part of the world, right? So definitely that's it. But for us right now, we're looking at advertising to Nigeria. So we want to target Nigerians, and we want to try and show our ads to the right set of people, right? So can I ask them what should we sell so that we can use that to define who our audience is? What should we
Okay.
sell?
You can sell the business of your brand 3-month coaching program.
Okay, so the business of your brand 3-month coaching program. Okay.
But
All
there's
right. So
a free training that is a lead
all right.
magnet. So which one should we
All right.
promote? The lead magnet or the coaching itself?
Well, the coaching. So the goal is that we want to get the people that would be interested. So in that particular product, right? So what
Okay,
are the
yeah.
people that are going to be interested in that particular product? Are you looking for coaches that are looking to be coached, or are you looking for individuals that are interested in becoming a coach?
Yes, individuals, professionals, mostly.
All right, that are
Professionals,
interested.
yes, that are interested in
Okay,
coaching.
good. Okay, good. So yeah, so in language, we're looking for any language, but if you want, you could put English. So that
Yeah.
way you target only people that speak
But excuse me,
English.
why are we targeting Nigerians, please?
If you don't want to target Nigerians, we can move it from Nigeria. So
Let's target
right?
United States and
Okay,
Canada.
let's target United States and Canada. Yeah,
Yes.
so we can bring some dollar home.
Yes,
Okay.
so
All right. All right. So we have inventory, standard inventory, for example. So typically I tell people don't touch this part for now, right? Especially if you're just a beginner, is there's no need for you to touch those parts, right? So what we can do is we can click on advanced setting. So typically, I mean, in this particular training right now, I won't be able to talk about it, but if you have your conversion set, what this basically means is that you can choose what you want Facebook to optimize your conversion for. So if you want Facebook to optimize your conversion for people that have converted as leads on your website, or people that have visited your website, so you can choose that here, or people that have bought your products or services, right? So you can actually choose that here. But for this campaign, we're just going to say optimize our ad for both people that would visit our website and that will convert for our products and services. Do we get that?
yes.
Now, one of the things I tell people also is that there are different things that you have to understand about devices, right? So when you come at devices, you have to understand that different platforms act in different ways. So when it comes to YouTube, actually, YouTube performs a lot better on mobile and also even on desktop, right? Now, on TV, for example, if you're running your ads on TV, nobody can click on your advert to go and visit your website. So they can only watch that ad on TV. So if you don't want to waste advertising budget because they won't actually visit the website, we can uncheck this. But assuming we are running an awareness campaign, then we can
That's
obviously
fine.
leave this. We can actually leave this checked. Do we get that? Right.
Yes.
So, but because we're not running, because we don't want to run, what they call it,
Awareness.
we don't want to run awareness campaign. We want people to actually click on our ad. So when they are watching YouTube channels on their computer, they can actually be able to click on the ad to see what we are talking about. When they are looking at it on their phone, they can actually click on it. When they are watching it on their desktop, they can actually click on our call to action, right? So that's what we want. So we're going to leave that a loan. So for particular reasons, you might also want to choose operating systems that you want to show your ads to. So this could be maybe based on certain preference, maybe because you feel that, oh, your product costs a particular amount, and you feel that because your product costs a particular amount, then uh, maybe people that use iPhone might understand the value a lot much easier, right? So you can come here and put operating system and say, show my ads to only people on iOS, right? That uses Apple, whatever. And right, you can also do that based on device. So you could look at very top expensive devices and just an assumption that, oh, if this person has been able to spend 500,000 naira to buy a phone, then the
Yeah,
person most likely might be interested, might be able to spend 500,000 naira on my course if I'm able to give that person good value. Okay, so you could also target based on network. So if you like people that use MTN, right, or
no.
you like people that use Airtel, or you use
In
like people that use
Canada,
a
no,
29
now.
mobile or whatever, or in Canada, well, in Canada, if you like people that use Vodafone or whatever, or what they call, you can choose the specific network. So typically, when it comes to frequency capping, also, I advise you, if you're just starting, just leave it alone. Let Google determine how frequent your ad is going to going to show to somebody, right? Until the person gets frustrated, right? So
Yes.
you can obviously leave that open. Then you could also schedule. So this particularly makes a lot of more sense if, for example, we realize that most of our convertees work 9 to 5, right? So what we'll do is we want to schedule, and they would only have time to really go on YouTube after work. So we want to schedule the time where they actually go have time to they would actually be on YouTube basically. So you can use this if you have data that where on when people actually use your platform. So you could get that data from like Google Analytics, for example, right? All right. So for our ads, we want to run a standard YouTube ad. So basically, what that means is that our video is going to be there, and uh, people will be able to click on the video, and so it's what we call skippable in stream ads. So these are ads that when you're watching, you know those ads that show up and then they start to count 5 seconds before you can be able to skip it, right? So that's kind of ad we want to run. So we're going to give our name, our ad group a name, right? So for this ad group, since we're targeting individuals that want to become coaches, right? So we're going to come to we're going to type um, so we're going to put um, aspiring
Coaches.
coaches, right? Okay, so we're going to put aspiring coaches. So yeah, we can set our demographic. So because we're running ads in the US and in the UK, for example, and depending on our cost, right? So in Nigeria, they don't allow you to target based on household income, but internationally you can. So what we can do is because of what we are selling, right? We want people that earn above 50%, like their income is higher. When you talk about the threshold of income, say for example, Google would say, for example, let's say for example, Google is saying that a good income is between 100,000, $40,000 to $100,000, right? For example, so 50% means that you're targeting people that are top 50%. They earn top 50%. So that means those people are probably in the brackets of about 100,000 and things like that. So just get the idea, right? So that's what I'm just trying to explain. So we can choose. If we want the top 10 people, if our cost $1 million, right? So if I put we want the top 10 people, right? And our ads will show, and you might be lucky, your ads might
Yeah.
just show to Bill Gates and Elon Musk, right? All right. So yeah, so you
You
have
know.
so you have that, right? So we have that, and then also we want to look at age, right? So we know that most people that are interested or that are aspiring to become coaches, right, might probably be within the ages of 25, right, to 55, right? So we're going to uncheck this other one. So typically, I ask you to leave unknown. It's always good to leave unknown because what happens basically with unknown is that Facebook might not have the accurate data, so you might want to leave unknown so that Facebook can show your adverts to to your
them
audience, so
as
you
well.
don't miss out from the right audience. So I tell people leave that part off unchecked. So if you're looking for male, female, or we are looking for, you know, unknown sexuality, we can also put that there. All right. So now this is the interesting part. So this is where it applies to what I spoke about earlier on, right? This is where what I spoke about earlier on actually matters, right? So what we want to do is we want to come to audiences and want to come to custom audience. I want to click on create custom audience, right? So I want to click on create custom audience, right? So don't forget what we're targeting is aspiring. So aspiring coaches. Now, so aspiring coaches, for example, don't forget we're looking at their behavior. So when an aspiring coach wants to become a coach, what are the things the person is going to search for example, right? What are the kind of people? What are the other coaches,
They are
right? So we're going
likely
to look at this
watching
from, for example, in
Tony
terms of our
Robbins.
competitors. We could look at
Yeah,
it from the point of our competitors. We could look at it from the point of other courses that are out there as well and things like that. So what
products.
we want to tell Facebook is, you know what, Facebook, find people that show interest or purchase intent, right? Right.
Yeah.
And so we're going to add those things that they go that that identifies them as aspiring, right? So for example, you can use Google for that, for example. So for example, I can come and search become a coach training, right? In Canada or in the US or anywhere, basically, right? Become a certified coach. So it brings out different. So you can see Canada Coaching Academy. So these are people that are already going to this website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, right? Are we together? And
Yes.
I'm going to paste it here, right? So what this basically means is that Google is going to look for people that go to this website and other similar people that are also in the stage of looking for to
Something
want to
like this.
become a coach. Huh? Do
Something
you
like this.
understand?
Yeah.
Something like what? Right? Yeah. So Google is going to do that. I can also go to YouTube and also do the same thing, right? So I go to YouTube, right? In fact, I tell people if you're running a YouTube, the best thing you want to do is to just go to YouTube and make that search as well. So I'll go to YouTube, for example. Let me just search on YouTube, right? It's coming up. It's coming up. All right. So I'll go on YouTube, for example, and I would search for become a successful coach, right? So yeah, so it's going to show me different articles, different people that are coming with different content on how to become a coach, right? So for example, you can see this lady become a successful life coach. So I'm going to click on it, right? I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to copy our YouTube, sorry, our YouTube name. Yeah, so I'm going to copy our YouTube name, right? All right, so I'm going to copy our name and I'm going to paste it over here. Now, what this is doing for me is basically it's going to show my ad to people that are thinking, aspiring that they want to become coaches. So whenever they go watch this lady's video, my ad shows in between her, or they go watch any video about how to become a coach. So Google is so smart and so intelligent that they're going to learn a lot from this audience, right? On what exactly makes them on the fact that these guys are people that are already listening to people that want to become coaches. They're already wanting to become coach. And so when they see my ad, they would be more interested in becoming a coach. Do you understand that? Right? So yeah, so we have that. We could also do this based on people on what they search. So who search for, so if they go search, for example, for this website, for example, they go search. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Google, make a list of all the different coaching companies that teach people on how to become a certified coach, right? And I'm going to write, I'll click on coaching certificates. I'll come here and type coaching certificates, coaching certificates, certified coach, how to become a certified coach. So these are things that your audience are actually searching for. You know what I'm saying? These are things that aspiring coaches are actually searching for, that we want to get our ad in front of them for them to be interested in what we do, in what we sell. Do we get that? Right?
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense. So I'm sure we're excited. We could also do this based on the kind of website that they visit. So we can make a list of all the coaching websites and put all the websites there for them, right? And then what happens is that Google goes to go look for these people. So they look at, they know the kind of people that are visiting this website. So they go look for more of those type of people and they show your adverts to them, right?
Wow.
Right. So this is amazing, right? So
Yeah.
what I'm even giving you right now, I'm like, I should be charging you for it, you know? I'm just joking.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Absolutely.
So so we also have what we call competition geofencing. So competition geofencing basically means that we're going to look for who our competitors are, and we're going to tell Facebook that, you know what, go look for these people and show our ads to them, right? So anybody that steps into their location, right, gets to see our adverts, right? So for example, let me try and find this company's address. So you see, we're gonna target this company as it is right now. So what we're telling Facebook, so if I was to do this, right, I'm just gonna go back a little bit. I'm not gonna save the audience because I don't need the audience. So I'm just gonna go back a little bit up. So when we go to location, so we're gonna click on location, and then we click on advanced search, right? So when we click on advanced search, we change it to radius, right? So when we change it to radius, we take this off, right?
Okay,
And
so
then what
those two audience can't be merged, Shabi. These two audience
which
can be merged.
they can be, but it's gonna narrow your audience, so you don't want to do that. Do you understand what I'm
Okay.
saying? So typically when you do this, you leave it open, right?
Okay.
So now, so I have this address. So I'm just gonna come here, copy this address. It looks like a PO box address though. Let's see if it will come up. If anything will come up on it. So okay, so it's a PO box address, but let's see. Okay, so you can see that's the address. So what I've told Facebook right now is I can define the radius, how many kilometers I want Facebook to whatever. So for me, I'm going to put 5 kilometers or 2 or 1 kilometer gone self, right? And I'm going to come back again and enter it, right? So what this means is that Facebook is going to, for anybody that comes to that location
Google
or
is going
visits that
to
location,
target
right?
them.
Right? They see your advert. Once you come to that location, you get the advert. So if I know the exact name, I can also do this by name also. So for example, let me see if the name would come out in case if they're on Google. So International Coach Academy, that's what they call themselves. So International Coach. Yeah, so you can see there are more International Coach and Consulting Network, right?
In New York.
International Coach Federation and things like that. So I will target them. I'll target people once you come to that location. Voila, you see my ads full of the. Is
Wow.
that amazing?
Very,
Right?
very amazing.
All right. So let me just move to the next one. So that's self-explanatory. Basically, what you're doing is you're making a list of people that are interested. So, for example, I use this example. If Peter visits a competition's location, then they would what? They will see your ad anywhere they go to. You know. So yeah, right. So we
Oh,
also have what we call search
that's witchcraft
retargeting.
too.
Yeah, so we also have what we call search retargeting. So I actually spoke about search retargeting earlier on. So in search retargeting, just similar to what we did earlier on. So we're going to click on create custom audience, and what we're going to do is we're going to do what? We're going to we're going to make a list of all the names of our competitors, the things that people will search for. So like certified coaches, becoming a certified coach, and things like that. So we'll put all of those terms. We're going to put all of those terms here, right? And then we'll save the audience. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what that means is that Facebook is going to show our ads. So if you go search for how to become a certified coach, when you go on YouTube, you can be sure that you will see our advert. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? Because you've got to make a search like that. So we're telling Facebook, if that person goes to make this search, when the person goes on YouTube, show my ads to that person, right? So you want to do that. So imagine you're a business person or you're a coach. I know almost everybody here that listening is coach. Imagine you doing that and being able to do that. That's amazing. Like the kind of tractions you're gonna get, the kind of results you're gonna get, it's gonna be amazing. And I tell people, and I'm telling people that by before the end of this year, some of you guys that I'm taking, you're gonna buy me a private jet. I don't want car, I want jets. Say amen
Yes,
to that.
yes, yes, yes,
all,
yes,
all right,
yes.
all right. So I did mention I was going to give a last strategy. So what we call the last strategy is customer retargeting strategy. So you can do customer retargeting strategy in two ways, right? One is one is to upload your customers database just like you do on Facebook. You can upload it to Google, right? The second thing is that you can now do a similar audience of that database, right? So what Google will do is that these are people that have bought from you. Google will go look for similar people that have the same characteristics as you and show your ads to them, right? So just imagine what that can do for your business, right? So you really want to be doing that so that your ads will be showing to the right set of people when they wake up, when they sleep, anywhere they are, and you're gonna be like Digital Marketing Skill Institute, where we see you even you see us even in your dream. When you close your
Yes,
eyes, you see us.
you are everywhere.
Right? Right. So I hope this strategy that I shared is quite it's something that I believe they're actionable, and it's something that you can put to practice almost immediately. So I look forward to you doing it, and I look forward to you sharing a lot of your success stories with Temi, with Coach Temi. I can't call her Temi because she's coach of all coaches. So even us that we are coaches, we have to, right? So yeah, so she's gonna. I'm sure she'll what do you call it? Make sure you share your success story, share your testimony, take pictures of these, take pictures of your notes, what you've learned, share it on social media, and let us know how impactful this has been to you. So thank you a lot, Temi, for Coach Temi, for
Phenomenal.
this.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Tobi.
Yes, sir.
Coach Tobi, thank you so much for this, for being here today. Wow, you gave us hot. It was as a it was back to back, and you really opened my eyes. And I'm wondering, where have I been all this while? Like, why haven't I, gone ahead to sort my Google ads and so on? The thing is that we always think it's just so difficult because we haven't been doing it or we haven't been learning it. So I'm really happy that today you've broken it down, you've shown us tips and hacks and all of that. But I have one more question for you. So I know that you do a lot of training and all of that. So if you are to teach someone, if you are to help someone by teaching them to set their ads themselves, without going through the whole headache of trying to figure it out, because only a fool will think that this is all there is to it. No, there is so much more. So there's the strategy part of it. This is just the action part of it. But coming up with all the ideas and all of that takes a lot. So I want you to please tell us, what ways can we learn more from you? Can we, get more value from you, and just be able to practice what you have taught us this evening?
All right, thank you very much, Temi, for that. Okay, so first thing first, I run a digital marketing institute where we train people on most of these things in practical, and not just train you, we actually support you. So imagine you learning, getting projects to do on your business, and also getting the support that you need. So Monday to Saturday, we have support sessions where we support you, answer any questions you might have. If you're trying to run a Facebook ad, for example, or a Google ads like this, and then you can get help from it, right? And yeah, so for that program, for our program, we have three major programs under that. So we have what we call the professional program, where you get to learn all these things and more, right? And you also get to get group coaching support, right, in it. So, and then there are other levels of support. We have the knowledge base, we have the live chat support, and then we have a community also where that is also very, very helpful, right? Then also the professional program, the master's program, which is the second program that we have. So sorry, let me come back again. The professional program is actually 500,000 naira, right? But currently it's been discounted to 250,000. right? And then we have the master's program, which is 700,000 naira, which is currently being discounted to 350,000 naira, right? And in the master's program, the master program gives you the opportunity for one-on-one support. So you can actually book a session one-on-one with one of our dedicated coaches, and they will be able to take you through any challenge that you have. You can review your campaign with them and things like that, right?
How long does
So
that run for?
it's crazy, right? 1 year. Crazy value. It goes for 1 year, 1 whole year.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy value, right? Because
That's
typically
when
what you
I'm
would do is that,
supposed to be.
I mean, just for 30 minutes, really, you pay actually 250,000 naira to have just 30 minutes support. So you getting that for 1 year is quite amazing. It's crazy value. Yeah, we know that. We love our students and we want them to succeed. That's why we do that, right?
Wow.
So you also have what they call it, the executive program, right? So the executive program is basically you get everything the master's program have, the one-on-one support, right? And you also get a session with me every a group session with me. Let me add a group session with me. A group session with me every month for 2 hours, right? So that actually goes for 1 million naira, but that actually is currently sold at 500,000 naira. So the prices will go up anytime soon. So if you want to get it, you can go visit our website, digitalmarketingskill.com/join. And if you want to have me for yourself, right, for 1 hour, then you pay just 400,000 naira. Thank you.
Digital marketing skills.com
.com/join.
skills.com/join. Fantastic. So guys, I'll put the link in the description below, but I've also shared the link. So we have a few people here saying thank you so much. I have a Say Consult says great value received. I wish you guys would say something more. Maybe just say thank you to Tobi or ask questions if you have any. But if you're live, please say something, okay? Just say something. Thank you so much, Tobi. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being so super amazing. My life has been what was the word now? I'll say value has been added to my life since I met you, just connecting with you and, being your students, being your clients. By the way, me, I'm an alumni of DSMI and I want to upgrade. I hope you can still consider my former payment to upgrade to executive. I'll pay a difference and I'll now be the executive. Please. All right, now, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here with me. So I see some messages are coming in. They're saying thank you to you. Ogbe Kenneth says, thank you, Tobi, great value. So guys, if you have more questions, you can leave it, in the group and we'll be back. I will be here next week, to talk more on marketing strategies and, coaching strategies for coaches and so on. I'm so honored to have hosted you here today, Tobi.
Thank you very much. It's my
Thank you
pleasure.
for an amazing.
Thanks for inviting me as well.
All right now. So bye guys. I'll see you in. So Tese says, what payment platform can be incorporated with Google Ads? I believe your normal card, your credit card or something. Or
yeah,
what?
you can use your credit card. So, but what you can do also is, in order to just avoid all these dollar issues, is to open a domiciliary account and get a card with a domiciliary account that you can use to pay for ads in dollars, right? Yeah. So, but I mean, for us, what we do, and that's what most of our students do, but because I mean, we're an American company, so we have an American account, so we use our American account. So we don't have that. We don't have that problem. But most of our students, what they do, they just open a DOM account and top up the DOM account with this, or you use a Get Butter card, but sometimes that also
so they have to go and buy
well.
Naira and load the DOM account,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Or they
That's
use
$5 rather.
or they use Get Butter, right? Or they use Get Butter card to make those transactions. So you can use Get Butter card. But what I advise people mostly is just get a DOM account, top your DOM account with dollars and use that to pay for your Google ads.
All right now.
Right. So Google actually would allow you to pay in Naira, but you must have spent you must be spending considerably a large amount of money for that to happen.
How large?
Oh wow.
How large?
Like 10 million naira per month, kind of stuff.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
definitely,
Thank you
definitely.
so much. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being
Oh,
here.
no problem. Thank you very much. All
Bye,
right, bye.
guys.